And hey guys, this is Luigi Rocks 2014 bringing you more new Super Luigi U. This is part 2 and we're going to be heading into World 2 Layer Cake Desert. So I think the plan for this walkthrough is, for the most part, I'm planning to just do an entire world per video. So if you notice this walkthrough being in 1080p instead of 720p like the new Super Mario Bros. U plate walkthrough was, that's the reason why. And if you remember from the original Mario Bros. U that there are only 9 worlds, and since I'm doing an entire world per video, this walkthrough should hopefully only take only 9 parts to finish. Like I said, I'm not really certain if that's going to be true because as I'm recording the post narration, it's actually August 19th that I'm recording this at 9:51 p.m. So I don't actually have all the footage recorded yet, but yeah, as I'm recording this, I only have this video and next video recorded, so only 3 worlds have been recorded so far, so I haven't gotten everything recorded yet. But yeah. So as you figured out though, yeah, the map designs are pretty much the same. The difference is the levels themselves, and this game is pretty much no different than new Super Mario Bros. U. Although, what's different about this version of Luigi U versus the Wii U version is different sound effects. Like the Nabbit, for example, he ended up having a different voice in this game compared to the original. As I'm almost certain that's the case, because I almost remember him not sounding the way he is in this game, because I could have sworn Nabbit sounded different in the original, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do believe Nabbit sounds different in this version. And I also had mentioned that the texture, font layouts for like the world names of every cutscene is different, like when you enter a new world and stuff. Even the save option, the save screen sounds different too, like when you save and all that. Like when you're saving the game. I do know that part changed. And then there was Luigi entering levels. You know, he didn't say like here we go in this version. If I remember, it was let's go, but I could be wrong on that. I wouldn't really know because I haven't played the Wii U version of New Super Luigi U for a really long time, so I really have no clear memory of that. I think it was only about a couple years ago that I played it, so I hardly can remember much of it. And to this day, I probably will never play the Wii U version of this game since for one thing, my disc no longer works. That's one problem. The disc that I had doesn't work anymore. It's like scratched up and all that. And also because nobody really plays the Wii U anymore. At least nobody I know anyways. Anyways, the Nabbit level, that was a really easy Nabbit level. They get much harder later on. And every time you get like those little pea acorn suits, which, if you remember in Mario Bros. 3, they were like the pea wings, where you get infinite flyability. The acorn suit in this case is pretty much the same in this case. So we're gonna head into level 2, the underground grolls. Probably didn't say that right, but whatever. Alright. There's a pokey down there. You may think that there's just nothing over there, but there actually is a star coin. That's the one star coin I always kept missing all the time when I played this level. I cannot tell you how many times I'd missed that star coin. It was seriously annoying. Always constantly missing it. Especially when it could have been easily found. Alright. So I checked to see if there was anything up here, but there was nothing, so I eventually gave up and just went somewhere else. There probably is a 1-up in one of those blocks, but I didn't really felt like bothering to find out. So I just didn't bother finding out if there was any 1-ups in there. So there's your third star coin, and then we're pretty much done with that level. But yeah, the reason I'm deciding to do the reason I've decided to do an entire world per video is because each of these levels are much shorter than what they were in the original Mario Bros. U, and because you don't really have as much time to beat them like you did in the other game, I just figured why not compile them all into one video. Because to be honest, I think if I actually did an entire world per video in the new Super Mario Bros. U walkthrough, each video probably would have been like an hour long or so. So doing an entire world per video in this game only makes it like 20 minutes to like a half an hour long. And that's just kind of how I want it to be for my videos. Because uploading hour-long videos just is not very easy for me. It just takes too long to do that. But if I can keep it at least around a half an hour, that'd be just fine. That's pretty much what's been working out so far with this walkthrough, is I've been able to keep these levels at in half an hour instead of an hour long. So, oh yeah, and in this block you can find a light up baby Yoshi who will, yeah, light the way. Okay, so yeah, you can stun the piranha plants with the Yoshi. And here I thought I was actually going to lose the Yoshi, but I didn't, apparently. If you manage to keep the light up Yoshi, you can actually get a 1-up for it. At this part here, I was trying to see if I could get a 1-up on top of the flagpole, which I think I do pull it off. So, yep, there we go. But yeah, for the most part, though, these levels were actually really easy. Some were just rather annoying. Me just dying at stupid parts that just could have been easily prevented. But yeah, the majority of the levels in this world really weren't that hard. Even the Layer Cake Desert Tower was actually pretty easy. Like, it really didn't prove much of a challenge. I mean, maybe the first time I played it, it was difficult, but during the time of recording this, it was actually much easier. And I think when I first few times when I played this, I remember that first star coin was probably one of the hardest ones to get, because you had to be really quick on trying to get it and not die. And same with that second one. That was another one you had to be really quick on. But there again, I pretty much was able to beat that one too. Anyways, yeah, here at this part I pretty much messed up, so I decided to just go back down and reset the thing again. The problem with this part is you have to be very quick, and if you're not quick, you're pretty much as good as dead. Yeah, I went back down again the second time because yeah, I just knew I wasn't getting anywhere. The problem was that I kept hitting the stupid block, and that's what caused me to keep having to restart over. Now, there's probably a fire flower in one of those hidden blocks to the left or right, but again, I just didn't bother checking because there's just no point. I don't need a fire flower. It's much quicker. It's much quicker beating this boss if you're just jumping on his head instead of just using the fire flower. That's why I didn't bother using it in this case. I mean, like, if you compare this to the Mario Bros. 3, I mean, Boom Boom was just as easy in that game as he can be in this game. But But other than that, though, that's pretty much the tower. Now we can continue onwards. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. Yeah, and at this part here, I was trying to avoid, like, any battles if I could. I didn't really want to battle these guys. I could have went for that acorn suit, but I didn't really want to. I wasn't really looking at getting any items or nothing like that. And that's just simply because I feel like I could just do this without items. That's why I didn't bother to try to get any. So over here's your first star coin, and then in this level, actually, what I ended up doing instead was, rather than attempting to get the star coins, I decided to try to get the secret exit for this level. Which I should note that this is definitely not a very easy secret exit to find if you don't know where it's at. And I was actually even lucky to remember where it was at, because when I did a few practice runs on this level, I couldn't even find where the secret exit was at. And I decided, you know, out of nowhere to try to go past the vine that leads to the second star coin, and this was pretty much where I found it at. So yeah, I got the double digits, and I got the mini mushroom, which I pretty much have no use of. And that will take us to the secret level of Layer Cake Desert. Alright, so now we're gonna head back in here and get the normal exit and the second and third star coin. So yeah, just for the most part though, I just sped through this as fast as I could. And ultimately ended up freezing those guys in the process. Alright, but there's your second star coin, and then back down here, and then just do a bit of some wall jumping and you'll get your third star coin. And there you go. That's the end of that level, Layer Cake Desert 4. And that'll unlock the 6th level, but we're not going to head there just yet. Alright, now this level's definitely a little bit of a trickier one. Because apparently you got these little spike enemies that throw spike balls at you. Apparently I got hit by one of them. And I tried to look around for an acorn suit, but I couldn't find one anywhere. Although with this level, this is the one level where you're not going to be getting an acorn suit like you could have in the original game. Instead, we ended up getting a fire flower. Yeah, this part here I messed up. I really didn't want to take the damage, and that was why I had to dodge. I had made an attempt to dodge the spike ball, but ultimately I still ended up losing my fire flower regardless, so I guess it really didn't matter. But yeah, that's the end of Layer Cake Desert 5, and we'll be moving on to the 6th level. Okay, so spinning sandstones. Basically, it's the level where you got like these spinning platforms and a bunch of sand geysers and all that stuff. But yeah, in this level, star coins definitely are not very easy to find if you, again, don't know where they're at. Like, this is a very well hidden star coin. Like, one would never even know to even check to see if there was a hidden vine anywhere. And over here you can get a fire flower. So you shoot the Lakitu and try to get into his cloud. And try to collect enough red coins, and then you'll, if you're lucky, you might be able to get a 1-up. So just kill this piranha plant, you'll find your 3rd star coin. And with that, that's the end of Layer Cake Desert 6. So now we can head into the castle. Yeah, I think I messed up the camera a little bit here. Okay, I got it fixed. Alright, so next is this level, which I had to do a cut on. Yeah, this level definitely proved, it's definitely a little bit easier in this game than it was in the original. Some star coins required very quick timing, and this one you could pretty much just take your time on. And then the red coin part I pretty much messed up on, as you're about to see. The timing there was just terrible. Like, I just didn't time that right, and that was kind of what screwed me over. But yeah, there's your 2nd star coin, and then the 3rd one. 3rd one I messed up on. But after a couple attempts, I was able to get it, and was able to get a fire flower. Not like the last time when I couldn't get one. But anyways, that's the 3rd star coin, and then we only have one more level left, and we'll be done with this world. Alright, so that's the end of that. Yeah, getting a 1-up on that flagpole definitely wasn't easy. I tried to find some hidden blocks, but didn't felt like wasting time trying to find them, so I pretty much just didn't bother trying. Alright, but that's going to open us another shortcut to the 5th world, which you all know is Soda Jungle. And yep, got another Nabbit stage. Anyways, try to get this one over with. Actually, I don't even know if fireballs are even effective against Nabbit, but yeah, I know it looked like I was trying to shoot him, but in a way I was trying to shoot the enemies that were in my way. That was what I was trying to do. Alright, so now for the last level, Morton's Lava Block Castle. So just try to get these red coins. Now I know I made that look easy, but yeah, getting those red coins is definitely not easy at all. I should have tried to get an ice flower, but I didn't. An ice flower definitely would be better, so you could freeze one of the dry bones to get the second star coin. But I got lucky and was able to get it without it, but it is better to just try to have an ice flower if you can. Oh jeez, yep. This actually took me a few attempts to try to pull off. You can actually just run through here, but it took me a couple attempts to pull it off, and I almost didn't actually get that third star coin, but I managed to. Alright, and there's Morton's airship. Alright. Yeah, once you start landing the hits on him, he actually just becomes really easy to kill. Alright, and with that, that's the end of Layer Cake Desert. Yep, there goes his airship. So after beating that castle, that'll unlock 2 pathways to 2 different worlds, so you pretty much have the option to travel to either the ice world or the water world, known as Sparkling Waters and Frosted Glacier. So peace out, guys. I'll see you guys in part 3.